Did you know that charger plates are not just for table settings? Hey Bestie, it's Lisa. Welcome or welcome back. I'm going to show you 4 very different ideas that you can do with the Dollar Tree charger plates. Faux galvanized metal center and buffalo check charger plate from the Dollar Tree, and then this gorgeous rub-on transfer I got from Essential Stencils, which is this beautiful cow, and I love it. Oh my gosh. So obviously the cow is larger than the plate, but I'm going to figure out how much of the cow I can get on there, and by just placing it on there right now, and then I'm going to kind of use the plate to determine how I'm going to cut. So I'll just set the plate on there. I'm looking to see where the head's going to land and the ears, you know, that kind of thing. And then I will go ahead and cut around that. And it could be a little bit bigger. I can trim that later still. I just want to get the basic shape and be working with a smaller piece. And now I'm going to cut off some more of the excess because I don't want stuff in the way while I'm trying to rub it on and just take any chances of it moving around. I want it to be as small as I possibly can get it. Now I'm going to very carefully take off the back, and notice I'm holding it where there isn't anything to rub on because otherwise it'll come off on your fingers, so be very careful. And now I'm just going to center it and start pushing down the center of the plate, the flat part first. We'll work on that first just to get it nice and secure. And then I'm going to cut off a little bit more of that excess now that I have it in position. I don't need to worry about my fingers, you know, touching anything. It's already in place. This just makes it a little easier to work with. So I'm going to take a stick that I have. It's just a little wooden stick. You could use a credit card, whatever you want. When you buy Essential Stencils, this is not a sponsored video, but they usually give you a little stick to go with it. Anyway, I'm just going to go around. I end up using my finger quite often because you can get into those little teeny places. And what I'm going to do is very carefully get the ears on, and then little by little, as I get a little piece onto the plate, I will cut off that backing. I like to do that. This is just my way of doing it because it gets it out of the way and I can see what's left. Now I'm going to go in and then start at the top, do the same thing, just scratch it on, and then you kind of peek and see, and if there's something not adhered, you just set it right back down and scratch again or rub it on again until you get the whole thing on there. And I just keep going faster and faster because the longer it sits there, the more it adheres itself to the plate because it's been laying flat on it. But I still go over every single spot. I take my time. It might look a little faster on camera, but I will tell you that I'm very meticulous about this because I want that image on there the best that I can possibly get it. And I love this one so much. I don't know how many of you still do farmhouse. I kind of have a little bit of a combination in my kitchen, but I still love some of the farmhouse stuff. And this cow is just too adorable. I've got a little ribbon, which was a handle from a gift bag that was left over. I'm going to hot glue it and use a little bit of masking tape to secure it on the back. And that's going to be my hanger so that I can hang this up, or I can just prop it up, whatever you want to do. And I just think this gives it a nice option for both. I think this one is so cute. I love how it's turning out. I am going to spray a clear glaze over the top to seal it. And then I'm going to add some lamb's ear that I had in my stash. And I'm just going to make a little bit of a decor with the greenery at the bottom. I thought that went really well with the cow. I really like it. It's not too bright green. It's a little more muted. And then I'm just going to add a few more leaves to that center area just to kind of blend it all in so you don't see right where I attached it. I've also got this really pretty kind of, I don't know what, wiry type or lacy type ribbon from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to make like a teeny little piece that you tie a little piece of string around the middle, and I use black and white string to go with this, and put it right in the center. I thought that looked really pretty. I'm just going to trim it a little bit. It's almost like a little fussy bow, but with just a one piece. And I think it's so cute. I'm very happy with how this turned out. Definitely want to put this up in my kitchen. Let me know what you think. I just love these chargers. got this gold Dollar Tree charger, and I think it's beautiful. And then I've got these decals. They're wall decals, also from Dollar Tree. They're a little bit on the boho side, and I kind of thought that went well because the gold in the picture, it just was very complimentary, or the colors in the picture. So I'm going to pick one out that I think would look really nice on this charger that would fit, and I'm going to place it right in the center. It's already adhesive, so all you have to do is rub it down. I am going to seal it with some clear glaze because I want to make sure that it's nice. Now, if you do want to use this for food, you could get some food safe Mod Podge and cover it. I've got these two little drawer pulls. They're the kind where you could put like a name inside there or like a filing name, but I'm going to use them as handles. So I marked where the holes would go, and then I'm going to take a piece of masking tape because these chargers are plastic and I don't want to crack them. So a little tip is if you're going to drill into something like that, then just put a piece of tape over it first, and that will help hold it together and it won't crack. And it worked just perfectly. And I also found a drill bit that was the right size that came in my little drill bit kit. Anyway, so there I am. I'm going to drill all 4 holes. And then I take the tape off, and look, no cracking. I was so happy that worked. So now I've got the little screws that came with those drawer pulls that we're going to use as handles, and I'm just going to put them in there. Now, I will tell you that they weren't sticking as well as I wanted them to, so I ended up turning it over and using a bunch of hot glue. It also took the really sharp end of the screw and made it nice and smooth. So it almost created like a little, you know, you put felt pads on things so they don't scratch things. It created that little buffer. See how pointy they are? So I'm just going to hold it down, put the hot glue, let it dry, add some more until it's nice and covered. And now it's very smooth, you know, kind of that rubbery feel around it, and it won't scratch anything. I just held it until it dried because I didn't want it to slide down, and added even more just in case. Just because I was worried that somehow it might settle and get little point might come through. And there you go. I think this really turned out gorgeous. I am so happy with how it is. Oh my gosh, this was so easy too. I mean, if you didn't have a drill, that might be the only tricky part, but there might be another way to get a hole in there. So anyway, there it is, all finished, and I absolutely love it. What do you think? Let me know. Found this beautiful silver charger at the Dollar Tree. And then I've got this Be Still and Know That I Am God stencil from Chalk Couture, which I do love, and I am not selling either. So I just wanted you to know it's something I just love to use. If you're interested in them, my friend Kristen Kay does sell them, and I usually put her link down below in case you want to buy some. I'm very stencil challenged, and these stencils are my best friend. I love them so much. I feel like I can't do a bad stencil with them. So I just have a gift bag handle that I'm putting on here just to create a hanger with, because I want to do that before I start stenciling, because I'm afraid that I will, you know, scratch something. So there we go. There's my little hanger on the back. And now we've got our nice front to work with. I'm going to make sure there's no dust or anything on it. Just kind of brush that off. You can use a cloth. And I'm just going to get my stencil out. Now I'm going to have to cut this up because it's bigger than the plate, and I'll have to position these things exactly where I want them. So the first thing I'm going to do is just cut off that top. You can still use all these pieces. And I'm going to cut all the way around where it says, Be Still and Know That I Am God, and the Bible reference. By the way, this is my favorite scripture. Let me know if it is yours as well. So now this is going to fit much better. So I can take the stencil off of its backing, and it is adhesive. So I'm going to set it down, and you can pick it up and move it, whatever you need. These are silk screen stencils, in case you're wondering, and they just work so well. I'm going to take some ink chalk paint, and I don't use the paste that they have. I find that I can just use regular paint, and it works great. I've used acrylic. I have used chalk paint. So if you want to save a little bit of money, there's an option for you. I'm just going to paint over the whole thing because I want it all to be in the black. I'll make sure I get that all over, and now I'll just carefully pick up from the corner, and oh my gosh, look at that. It's perfect. So now I cut off some of those little pieces that had like kind of a garland around it, and I just placed a couple there on the bottom. I thought that would look really pretty. And I'm also going to go ahead and use my paint and do the same exact thing. Just paint over the stencil very carefully, not to get it on the plate. And if you're worried about getting it on anything, just put some tape around it if you don't have a small enough brush that you feel comfortable with. So once I get that on there, I will just pick them up, pull it off, and you'll see I've got this cute little kind of garland over the bottom of this plate. Can I just tell you, that's all there was to it, and I think this is beautiful. You could hang it on the wall, set it up on a shelf, whatever you want, but this is going to be a great reminder for me of my favorite scripture, and I hope you really like it. I love there's so many things you can do with these chargers. These are just a few ideas. Let me know what you think. Got this black charger with the really pretty edges. I love it. And what we're going to do is we're going to make like a little mini chalkboard. So this is my chalkboard paint. Also got that at Dollar Tree. Now I'm going to paint the entire center. I will tell you, looking back, I think I should have done a base coat first so it wasn't directly on the plastic of the charger, because it does make it too easy for it to come off when you write with chalk on it. So if I had done a primer first in the center and let that dry really well and then add 2 coats of the chalkboard paint, I do think this would have come out perfect. I did have a little trouble with the chalk at the end, and you'll see that, but I know that would have fixed it. So now I'm just going to add another little handle from a gift bag. I have so many of these left in my stash when I use gift bags to craft with, and I like to use them for things like hangers because they're just perfect for this. So I use hot glue and masking tape like I normally do, just to make sure it's nice and secure. And of course you can remove the tag. My thought is I'm not selling this and I'm not giving this away, so this can just hang on my wall and nobody's going to see that tag. But if you were doing that, I would definitely take the tag off, of course. So there it is with the hanger on. Now I've just got some greenery. I've got these larger leaves. I wanted to make this just really kind of neutral for any time of the year. And I'm just going to add these on to this menu board, but it is a charger to start with. I'm just going to make sure those are pretty big leaves, so it needed a little extra hot glue. You could also use a different kind of glue if you want. I love hot glue because I can move quickly with it. And normally my crafts don't get pushed around a lot. I don't have little kids at home. So, I can hang it up and it's going to stay right in place. I'm going to add some other greenery just to keep it interesting. And I love to do that, just different kinds of things. And then these purple flowers, I love them. I love purple. It's my favorite color, purple and pink. I'm sure a lot of people have those as favorite colors. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get these on there and just make this really, really pretty. Do whatever matches your decor, or if you're gifting it, whatever matches somebody else's. I'm just going to add these 3 beautiful flowers right to the top here. I usually cut off the back so they don't stand up too high. I'm going to secure these leaves just a tad more because they were popping up. And more greenery because I felt like it just needed something else. I love the different shades of green together. I think that looks really, really pretty. It keeps it more interesting to look at. I think it's not kind of a flat look. There's the finished piece. And now here it is before I add chalk, just so you can see what it looks like. In case you don't want to do a chalkboard and you just want to add something to the middle, you could do whatever you want. Now here's the chalk, and it did scratch the paint a little bit. So like I said, primer is going to be your friend on this one. Let me know what you think.
Ready for more inspiration? Here's another video I think you'll really like. If you click on it, I will see you there. You are truly a blessing to me. Bye!